Good morning. I am Dr. T. S. Saranan, Associate Professor, SR Institute of Science and Technology, Kattangulathu, India. And now we are going to see about data visualization types used for data analysis. In every data analysis process, visualization is the major task because we are going to see every content in a graphical representation or a pictorial representation. As far as data analytics is considered, we are going to see the data analytics in three important mechanisms. One is pie chart, contour plots, or polar charts. Pie charts, contour plots, and polar charts are used in three different perspectives. Now we can see one by one. First one is pie chart. Pie chart is a circular chart, and in this we are going to use pie chart, which is a common visualization tool in data analytics, used to represent proportions of categorical data as a circular pie. Here each slice corresponds to a category and its size is proportional to the quantity it represents, making it easy to understand the relative contribution of each category to the whole. In Python, we have libraries like Matplotlib make it simple to create pie charts with labels, percentages, colors, and customization. They are ideal for showing market share, survey result, budget allocation, and other data where part-to-whole relationships need to be visualized clearly. And in this, used for angle and area is used for slice or proportional to categories percentage. Here we are going to see about the market share of mobile brands. Here we have a Samsung as 30%, Apple is 25%, XUMA is 20%, Vivo is 25%, and others are 10%. Total 100%. So each brand slice represents its market share. Now, as we said, we are going to have a circular representation, and in that 100% is split in this manner: 40, 10, 30, 7, 13. 100% split in this mechanism. Now we can see an example program for the same. Here, import matplotlib is the matplotting mechanism. Here we are given 4 brands. What is brand A, brand B, brand C, and brand D. And here the market share, what we are going to do is 35, 25, 20, and 20. So 35 is for brand A, 25 is for brand B, 20 is for brand C, and 20 is for brand D. And figure size, plot size is nothing but we will be having 6,6. And here, these are the labels what we are going to specify. And colors of the brands: gold for brand A, sky blue for brand B, light gold for brand C, and light green for brand D. And this is a title what we are going to specify. Here plot axis equal is nothing but even though 35, 25, 20, and 20 are different percentages, equal share should be given in the circle. That is the meaning. In the previous mechanism, based upon the percentage, the share is given. When we are going to use equal share means where even though the percentage is 35 or 20, equal share will be given. See here. 35, 20, 20, 25. This is the title, market share by brand. The title is given here. And the colors given for each brand is given here. This is the way a pie chart is represented in Python. Applications of pie chart in data analytics: budget allocation, survey result, market segmentation, and demographic representations. And next, we are going to see about the limitations of pie chart, because there are many things available in a pie chart. But what may be the limitation? Because pie chart we are going to represent only in 100%. What to may be the categories, everything should be given only in 100%. So we have to limit up to some level. When we are giving more number of categories, the pie chart representation will not be proper because 100% can be divided into any number. But when the categories are more, the pie chart will not give you a clear representation. So slight difference, when a small difference are going to be there, pie chart cannot be used, bar chart can be used. So we are going to see about bar charts in the next topic. Now, contour plots. Contour plots are nothing but a mechanism in which you are going for multivariate relationship. When you are going to say about multivariate relationships, when you are going to say about the term, it means that you are going to specify in terms of x, y, and z. X and y are, you know what are the x-axis and what is y-axis, and response variable is given in terms of z. And it is usually used to visualize topographical data, heat maps, or probability densities. In the contour plots, what we are going to do is, it is a powerful visualization tool used in data analytics for understanding multivariate relationships. What's meant by a multivariate relationship is nothing but it involves three dimensions. Two are independent variables. The independent variables are x and y axis, and one is a dependent variable. That is your Z. And it is used for density, elevation, or response surfaces. And it is used to identify the peak, valleys, and gradients in the data and making for identification in optimization, geospatial analysis, or in scientific computing mechanisms. Now we can see one by one. Here, x is given in centimeter, y is given in centimeter, x and y axis, temperature is given in centigrade. Here, z axis represents the centigrade. Z is nothing but the contour lines connect point with the same temperature. Now, see here, this is the Z axis. Temperature. Here we have x axis and y axis available here. And 30, 32, each represents the temperature. Now we can see a figure. X and y axis, input and independent variables. And contour lines are nothing but the constant value, temperature, pressure, and Z values are represented by line levels. Here we are going to use 30, 30.55, 31. The line levels are specified the line levels. The temperatures are specified in terms of, it is clearly given that temperatures are specified. Applications data analysis, weather mapping, temperature, pressure, rainfall. And when you're going to have an engineering stress or thermal distribution or visualization boundaries or loss surfaces, we are going to provide applications in data analytics. Probability density functions. These are the ways in which we are going to provide application data analytics. Polar charts. In polar charts, we are going to provide a circular format. When you're going to say it is a circular format, which means that in polar chart, it is a unique way to visualize a circular or directional data in data analytics, where values are plotted in terms of angles, that is called theta, and radius from a central point. This format, ideal for representing data having sub-cycle or periodical nature, such as time of the day activity, wind direction and speed, or seasonal trends. In Python libraries, matplotlib provide functions such as subplot to create polar charts with ease. The charts which are available is used for visualization, and mainly we are going to use a tracking mechanism such as wind direction per day. WinDTV.com provides their operations. Transportation per day. the flow of traffic daily. Fitness tracking, you can check that yesterday what was my level, today what is my level. And energy usage across hours or months. This is the way in which a polar chart can be used. This is an example for a polar chart. Here we are going to specify angles as a theta value, and values are provided, and you are going to append the angles, and we are going to provide as an circular representation. And here we have many values are specified with the size, and the values of the width of the line is also specified. Now here we can see this is the sample activity. Here based upon the angles what we have specified, yes, representation is provided. Once 360-degree totally. So we can measure any angles. This is called a polar chart representation. These are the eye opener for the basic level of data visualization concept. Thank you.